You may be seated. Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome all of you to our 2018 Veterans Day program. Thank you so much for joining us on this snowy morning. And for those of you who might not know who I am, I'm Craig Rutter, Elementary Principal and Superintendent here in Rio. This is my 7th year here, and I must say that I always look forward to this day. It's one of our biggest events, and rightfully so. We're here today to honor our service members, to remember their achievements, their courage, and dedication to our country, and to say thank you for their sacrifices. The men and women who have answered our nation's call to duty over the years are truly heroes. This morning we're very fortunate to have some of those heroes with us. I know that our students have been preparing and working hard to get ready for this event. Our building is filled with lots of beautiful decorations. You can see right here in the gym. And in just a few moments our students are going to show share their singing talents with us, right? Yeah. Okay. So I know everybody's going to enjoy the program. Let's start by we have some members of our 5th grade who are going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Detail, rise. Uncover.
Good morning. For 5th grade Famous American Day, we each dressed as a famous American. Here to lead you in the pledge is Eleanor Roosevelt, Abraham Lincoln, myself as Ulysses S. Grant, Theodore Roosevelt, and George Washington. Please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and
seated.
Albert? You seated? At this time, leading off our program as far as songs go, we have the kindergarten class in 5th grade with 1111.
First grade.
Great job, kindergarten and 1st grade. Thank you so much. All right, next up we have some 5th graders here that are going to share some information with us about the American Legion Auxiliary. So I will turn it over to them.
American Legion Auxiliary. The auxiliary was founded in 1919. It is the largest patriotic service organization in the world. There are nearly 800,000 members in the United States. To be a member, you must be a wife, daughter, sister, grandmother, granddaughter, or great-granddaughter of a veteran who served our great country during times of war.
Every year, national members help nearly 3 million veterans. They contribute $36 million towards veteran programs. They volunteer 9.3 million hours to community service. Members contribute $2 million to children and youth projects.
Ladies of the auxiliary, please stand and let us show you our gratitude for all you do for our community and veterans.
Thank you, ladies. Next up, my pleasure to introduce Mr. Jerry Trout, commander of the Royal Legion and a Vietnam vet, and he will be here. He'll step up here to do the introduction of veterans and the auxiliary.
Good morning. I am the current commander of the Royal American Legion, and as Mr. Vetter said, I am a Vietnam Bureau veteran. I served in the U.S. Navy from 1968 to 1972. I tell you, folks, this makes our day the best part of the day. It makes us proud to have been a veteran, or have been a veteran. And I want to thank Mr. Vetter and the staff. And certainly you young folks in the audience are doing such a great job of making us feel better today. And Sandy Kolakowski, thank you as usual for putting on all you do. All right. At this time, we're going to pass the microphone around for the veterans and the auxiliary, the Legion members, the auxiliary, and veterans in the audience to introduce yourself. And if you haven't been here before when we've done this, when you tell us what you do, please do it in English, not in the MOS, because most of us have no idea what you're talking about when you do that. And I will start giving an example. Again, my name is Jerry Trout. I was in the United States Navy. From 68 to 72, I had a top secret clearance. My mission was to copy foreign code. I copied Soviet, Korean, and Cuban code. Served mostly in Japan for 2 years, but I did get on board 2 ships at that time.
Good morning. My name is Bob Adams. I served in the U.S. Navy from 1954 till 1958. I had one good trip over to Japan and other places, Hong Kong, and to see a lot of the world. And I appreciate all you're doing for us today. Thank you.
I just forgot to tell you, veterans in the audience, we have a little something for you, just as kind of a token of remembrance of Veterans Day.
I'm Warren O'Brien. I was in the U.S. Army 66 and 67, Kaiserslautern, Germany, and I aimed and shot a 155mm howitzer, which is basically a cannon.
I'm Spencer Westcott. I served in the United States Navy aboard an aircraft carrier in both Pacific and the Atlantic in the 50s. Thank you.
I'm Dan Jennings, and I served in Germany in an armor battalion in the parts department.
Stephen Laird, and I served in the Air Force in Japan for 2 years, and in stateside for 2 more years, in 1970 to 74.
I'm Roger Nyoff. I joined up right out of high school back in '56, and I was in the Army helicopter unit maintenance, and 20 years.
I'm Terry Schroffnagel. I was a graduate of Ryle High School back in 1969. I joined the Army National Guard from 69 until 75, and I was trained in mortar firing.
I'm Howard Hawley. I spent 24 years in Wisconsin Army National Guard, 32nd Red Arrow Division, spent time in Germany and many other forts in the United States.
Stephen Hudson, and I was in the U.S. Navy from 1966 to 1970. I was on an aircraft carrier, 3 tours to Vietnam.
My name is William Newmeyer, served in the Army, 71 to 74 in Germany in supply.
Mike Schlichman, I went in the U.S. Army. I was a member of the 214 combat aviation Battalion. We've done troop careers across Vietnam. Thank you.
I'm Austin Danke. I was in the Air Force, been in there for 10 years. I work as a mechanic on the F-16.
I'm Carol Trill. I was in the Women's Army Corps from 1961 to 1964, and I worked in medical holding at 97 General Hospital.
I'm Gordon Grossman. I was in the Army from 1943 through 1968.
Larry Gorman, served in the U.S. Army 1969 to 71 in Vietnam with the Second Corps.
Terry Bratz. I served in the United States Army Reserve, 961st Engineers, as a heavy equipment operator from 1964 to 1970.
Good morning. I'm George Scott, served in the United States Army from 1972 through 74. I was assigned to the Military District of Washington, and I worked at the U.S. Army Criminal Investigation Command headquarters, kind of like the Navy's NCIS, but it wasn't quite that dramatic or spectacular as they showed it. I wasn't one of those investigators. I did a lot of the back office work.
I'm Louis Gray. I served in the United States Army from 1970 to 79, Vietnam. I was there for a year, and I was in Germany for a couple of years.
I'm Yvonne Missel. I'm president of the Ryle Legion Auxiliary. I stand here today in honor of all of our veterans, and especially my brother Dick Ryerson and my husband Mike Missel.
Betty Wilson, our family has had 11 members in the service.
Ellen O'Brien, my husband is Warren O'Brien.
Dolores Erstad, my husband was Alvin Erstad. He served in the U.S. Navy.
I'm Nancy Westcott. Spencer Westcott is my husband.
And I'm Jerry Gorman. I'm Larry's wife.
At this time then, we'll search out any veterans in the audience. If I come around, please raise your hand because I don't know if you've been in or not.
My name is David Schiller. I've served in the Wisconsin Army National Guard from 1967 to 1982. I was in Germany twice. Thank you all for showing respect to the veterans.
I'm Tom Brown. I'm retired Air Force from 20 years. I was an aircraft mechanic, and I also worked on the KC-135 air refuelers. And I've served in Korea, Desert Shield in Saudi Arabia, Desert Storm in Egypt, and Northern Watch in Turkey. And thank you for inviting us.
I'm Joe Greeley. I was in the Navy from 1987 to 1993. I was a reactor operator on a guided missile cruiser and served in the first Gulf War.
Gail Schmidt. I served in the Wisconsin Air National Guard from 1992 to 2015.
I was a airfield manager, aviation resource manager, recruiter, did a little bit of everything, but 23 and a half years I joined for the college benefits, and I stayed for the people.
My name is Ramsey Bob Zine, 1996-2004, United States Marine Corps, Challenger Battery 112, 3rd Marine Division, 2 overseas deployments.
Joe Wilcock, I served in the Army in 1974 and 1978. I was a heavy equipment mechanic.
Is there anybody else that I've missed? All right, before I get the microphone back up here to Mr. Vetter, I just want to invite all you veterans and your significant others in your family to come and join us for a little luncheon after here. Not right away, it doesn't start till about 12:30. We have to go to the high school at 11. But please come on over and have some food and a little smart talk maybe. Might even be true.
All right, thank you to all of our veterans and auxiliary members for sharing your stories with us. Let's give them all one big round of applause. At this time, we have our second graders who are going to sing for us. The song is Thankful for the USA. Second grade, you're up. Thank you. Next up, we have our third graders with A Grateful Nation. Next up is our fourth graders with 50 nifty United States. Nice job, fourth grade. Your mouth's tired now? Should be able to relax them the rest of the day, right? Your teachers will appreciate that. Thank you, fourth grade. Next up, we have our fifth graders with the Armed Forces Medley.
Detail, feel free to stand and salute when you hear your song.
To the army, over hill, over dale, we shall hit the dusty trail, and those caissons go rolling along. Up and down, in and out, listen to the boy shout, as those caissons go rolling along. Oh, it's high in the field artillery, call out your colors up and strong. So wherever we go, you will always know that those caissons go rolling along. Keep 'em rolling, that those caissons go rolling along. Hey, to your Navy, anchors aweigh, my boys, anchors aweigh. Farewell to college. To the Coast Guard. So here's the Coast Guard marching song. We sing of land or sea, through surf and storm and calm. Yet why shall our purpose be? Send them brought to see some kind, our fame, our glory too, to fight, to save or fight.
Thank you, fifth grade. And now, I understand that you're going to follow up with the Star Spangled Banner. Okay. All students.
Please rise.